If you ever need like something to do some programming or text editing on.
We are now
Anyway,
starting the
you're
live.
live.
Yeah.
I see.
So, welcome to this new live stream. I hope you guys will enjoy. I got a guest here. You can now present yourself.
Hello, everybody. I am Jakester897. I'm just a guy, you know. I do some things sometimes. I've been on this channel once before
Twice.
on a different live stream,
It's the second.
and
Yeah, it's the third time actually.
third time, I think
But that's
fourth
that's the
replay
second.
commentary.
Oh
Second
yeah,
time I've been
you're
live.
right. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right. So here we are. We will cover a Global League game we did, and I was actually surprised on how short the game was. And we will start it shortly. Just one moment. So, why did you pick Sammy?
Brilliant question. So the this map, I still need to figure out. Last time I played on it, like the time before this game, I I lost because I didn't contest the center properties enough, and I felt like, oh, if I get extra capture power, maybe that'll alleviate the issue. But it's kind of too big of a map for Sammy to be very effective. Looking at it right now, um, so if I were to replay this in my life, I would probably choose a different CO.
Which seal would you pick
But
and
I
why?
don't. Um.
That was tier 4, because there's no way I'm playing Jake tier 3. So that was tier 4. Which
Yeah.
tier
Who
4
else is
would
in
you
tier
pick?
4? It's Sammy, Jake, um,
Jess, Grim,
Sonia, Jess.
Cole, Adder. Sanjay is 3 because of extra vision.
Oh, okay. I would probably pick Adder or Jake.
Yeah. So now speaking about the map, do you like this map?
No, I mean it's possible once I figure out what's going on here a bit more that I'll start to like it. But as of right now, every game I've played on this, I just get thrashed. And, like I don't know, it doesn't fit my skill set or whatever. Something about it just doesn't sit right with me. So I'm not a fan of this map.
So here's my take. I picked Jake because Sammy is really good in this map, but I wasn't sure if you would go Sammy, so I was like, I will play it safe and will pick Jake. And the other reason is uh, I want more Jake showcase because I play a lot of Sammy. Like when it's tier 4 and Sammy is open, I will probably lean toward her as a pick in most map, even if she's kind of bad. But in this specific map, I think Sammy is really strong because you see that base here, and you see that base there. It's really easy to overwhelm that base and to cap it. And with Sammy, if you're able to clear that base and capture with a full HP infantry, then you gain your opponent base and there's nothing you can do because it's surrounded by mountain and because this map is kinda trash.
Yeah, that seems to be the way things go every time. The game after this that I played on this map, I tried to pump out some tanks from that lone base and try to maybe like fortify a little, and it doesn't work. It's just like no matter. It just seems impossible to keep that base. What you realistically have to do is go on your strong side and push and take your opponents as they take yours to stay even, or even take theirs faster. That would be even better.
You see, this is why this map is trash. These mountain creating the choke point is awful because if you are overwhelmed here, there are 3 units that can save the day, and 1 unit must be built before you are overwhelmed. The said unit must be an artillery you place there or here. Now why? Well, if it's there or there, you can shoot anything that blocks the choke point, which is really good. But if you don't have the time, you cry. And plan B is to have a mech here, but this only works against tank, anti-air, recon, infantry, and at some extent indirect as well. So the moment there is a medium tank there, you cry, you don't think about the mech, you actually go battlecopter. And battlecopter is probably the best option to clear that tile there. So this is why I really hate this map. These mountain are kinda really stupid. These mountain as well, I think they give too much intel if you use them, and in standard it's fine, but we are in fog of war, and the fact that you don't need any recon if you got an infantry sit here or there is really dumb. Now, another issue I got with this map is both towers. They are really contested, so a lot of games, one player will be able to pick both towers at once. And now I am wondering what is going on. Okay, this other chat.
Oh, you got people popping off.
Yeah. So these towers are really contested, and this is another reason why I truly hate this map. Now, another reason to hate this map, that city there. Because you see, here you cannot attack from there, you cannot attack from there. Now, you can if you got air units, but you need said air units to be at the right place. So, it's really easy to just steal the other player building there. And if my count is right, if you lose this building, the other player that will steal your building will be at 21k and you will be at 90. Now, this is kinda trash. Now I will explain why right after I read that chat. I found this match is all about rushing that solo base. I agree. First one to take it win pretty much. I agree as well. This is why this map is terrible. So thanks for the chat, Semi Original Guy. I agree with everything you said. This map is awful. Now, to go back to the 21k slash 90, 19, it's bad because 21k, maybe I'm wrong on that term, but I think I heard it from Matt Blitz or something. This is a magic number. You know why?
Because you can pump out 3 tanks per turn.
Exactly! And the other reason would be medium tank recon infantry, which is another really good build with 21k. Now, if it goes 21k to 19k for too long, you can guess what will happen.
Yeah, you just get overwhelmed.
Exactly. So you see, the fact that all relies on one building getting stolen means you lost. It's kind of trash.
Yeah, it's definitely not the fun gameplay I've come to know and love from this game. It's seems like, again, just like the map we played on last time, or I guess next time, because that video hasn't been uploaded yet. It feels like once you know the game plan, then suddenly it's a completely different strategy you have to take on the map, and the game just becomes about that strategy and who can execute it. there's not as much room for I guess planning your own style.
Exactly. I do agree. So now I think you have mouse control, so we can go further with this. You are now in charge.
Indeed. Should we go over the COs or is that not pertinent?
Oh, if you want, that could be a good idea.
Okay. We will hold on. My parsec is taking a bit. Okay. We'll go over on a basic level. I don't know. Let's just go. Let's just go in. So Jake, um, units gain 10% attack power on planes. But it's good.
I think it's
Just
much
a
better
just a little
than
underwhelming.
it's much better than seals without any like ending. Planes. If you take a look to most maps, there is a lot of planes in most maps. So Jake is a go-to in a lot of maps. Now I also see some coal play here because there's a lot of road across buildings. So I do think coal can be a good option in this map, but there's clearly much more planes. So Jake is just better on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. Um, so actually, I think Jake's powers are good, like
Yep,
pretty good. They require some setup,
yep,
but I guess the regular power requires more setup than the super. The super is just like your vehicles also gain +2 movement. That's pretty good. Um, Unfortunate that you have to be on planes to really take full advantage of it, but you know
yeah.
that's the whole thing with Jake planes. So um, yeah, on this map, as you said, lots of planes, just as you would expect. So pretty good choice. Sammy, we all know Sammy. Come on, 30+% extra attack on foot soldiers, 50% capture point bonus, weaker other direct units, and extra transport movement. That didn't end up coming up, but you know, good to know. Uh, Double time, +1 movement and attack +50% for foot soldiers. Um, Very good, but you probably like it's a skill intensive power to use.
Yeah.
That's the yeah.
And it's much more scary when I see someone that relies on double time than someone that relies on victory march. Because victory march is broken, but if someone is relying on victory march, well, the way I see it, it's someone that doesn't fully understand Sammy and he only see Juicy Broken Super and he's like, let's use Juicy Broken Super because I don't need to understand my seal. Now when I see someone that relies on double time at the other end, I do see the guy either he realized the true value or double time, or he will actually realize it requires more skills and better understanding of Sammy to use proper double time. Double time is very underrated and really good. You should use this when you can get good value, like killing a lot of infantries or capturing a lot of building you were not in range previously. And even if it's not instantly, it's still very good. And it forces your opponent into using the unit it doesn't want to use to deny your cap, which is good. So double time is very underrated because people think Semi is all about Victory March. Now, I don't want to bash Victory March either, I just bash the player that just used Victory March because I'm broken with Victory March. That's not a good reason to use Victory March. Victory March is an endgame move when you want to break a stalemate, when you want to seal a victory. Because a Victory March, it says it's Victory March, so it's really good at some stage of the game. If you want to open your game with a Victory March, well, You can win if you're lucky, but you will probably lose because you need a strong start with Sammy. The longer the game will be, the worse Sammy is. So don't wait too much.
Right. And I guess the way to, if you're in case of viewers having trouble picturing why double time can be good, think about it like this. If you start capturing your opponent's building because of you're in range due to double time, um, that means they have to spend a unit to attack that foot soldier and kill it, maybe even 2 units,
Yeah,
depending on what they have next to it. So like, even if they use a medium tank and like wipe out your infantry,
you're
you
happy.
basically spent an infantry and 3 stars to disable your opponent's medium tank for a turn, because that medium tank wasn't killing that infantry without the threat of the capture. Um,
Exactly, you learn fast. I like it. That's why you're smart, and that's why you're better than me at the same point in our gamer life on advancewars by web uh, globally.
yeah, I try. I think knowing it is different from actually being able to play like I know it in the game, though.
Yeah.
So we're still I'm still working on myself, but yeah, those are the COs. Um, this is a game that you're saying that Sammy has an advantage because capturing that opponent's base on
Yep.
your strong side is real easy. Um,
And
so
there's another one. She
and the in
doesn't.
the middle.
Yeah, that's the second one, but there's the third one. It's really easy for her to get both towers. It's really easy. She doesn't even need to rush them to get both, which is just incredible. And another reason, just take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What as 4 space and can capture?
Infantry march, or I'm sorry, a double time infantry.
Exactly. So you see? And not just that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's why Victory March is incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can be there. If you got an infantry there, you can get either this one or this one with double time. If you're there because you were able to steal your opponent building, you're able to jump on the other one if he has nothing. Which is really good when you think about it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they have to do something about that capturing infantry, and
Yeah.
if they're spending resources on that, they're not going to be able to spend resources elsewhere where they're needed. So, yeah, that's a good point. All right. So I guess we can go into the game if you want.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Hold on. The action bar here is blocking the view of what you built here. There we go.
That
Okay.
should be fun.
Just needed to scroll up. Yeah. All right. I mean, it's very obvious what you built. It's turn 1, but good to just see it. Okay, here I start capturing. Obviously, that's a jest. I'm not actually going to finish the capture
Now, I will speak
for.
about one opening people can use. I don't recommend it with Sammy or against Sammy. You can actually start by capping this building, because it only delays that base for 1 turn. Because you see, if you send your infantry there, you're not capping the building. Then you go there. Now, if you do that, you get the base faster. And this is the normal pacing. But here's the thing. If there's no Sammy or Grit, Going for this building will only place you one infantry behind. However, you will get extra money, so you will be able to have tank faster. So going there is good when there is no grit or Sammy. I recommend everyone to start that opening because this is a building chain, and only delaying for one turn your base. If you get that extra money, maybe that extra money will allow you to beat your opponent faster. Now, why there's that exception with Sammy and Grit? Well, it's because unit count is very important for them. If Sammy and Grit fall behind in terms of unit count, they will struggle. If Grit has a lack of infantry walls, he will struggle. His Hendrik will get rolled on. If Sammy is lacking the infantry, well, she won't be able to have good victory march or even double time. So, when they are there, you need to focus on their infantry. That's why I don't recommend that opening if you go against one of them. That's why I went here. But going there, in any other cases, can be a good option because money, and it only delays your base for one turn, but during that said turn, you get more money.
Yeah, and there's another game I'm playing right now where I accidentally went for a building instead of a base on turn one, but I think I could still it's still playable. I'm playing as a Lash versus a Kindle, so
Yeah, if it's in this map, it's fine. It's actually really good.
yeah, an earlier tank is nothing to scoff at for sure. But in any case,
I say it because people always think about the base, which is good thinking about the base, but there are other strats you can try, and other strats sometimes they can work.
yep. Yeah, I didn't mean to put down anyone who tries to go for that first.
Oh,
Now I'm realizing
that
right here,
that's fine. Yep,
if I go for this building first, it almost makes more sense because then
yep,
there's it could chain to this, then this. I mean, I guess I'm producing infantry from here, and I'll
yep.
get to it before the chain sort
And
of resolves. But
and I will mention another seal where that kind of starting by the building instead of the base. The other seal that can really like that opening would be Sasha because of her extra money. So not only she will get a full extra building, but she will also get an extra 100. And Sasha is all about money. So she is the kind of seal that will be really, really OP and happy to start capping that building instead of the base.
yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, that. I mean, when you think about it, that 1,000 funds could be you affording an infantry later down the line that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to. So eventually, you would get the unit back.
Exactly.
Um, but for Sammy in particular, you need to have a strong start and a good unit count as soon as
Exactly.
possible. So
Yep.
it's bit different. I don't know. I think this was pre your advice to just go for buildings. That's
Yeah.
why I did that. So yeah, current day me would not do that. Although, oh yeah, you would. Either way, it's 2 days till you get to a property. Okay. Okay, I go there now.
It's not really good. Going there is better because you got a capture chain. Now, you can play it very aggressive and going there and then trying to get the tower. and you're Sammy, so this could work. But I recommend people for the chains instead of this. This is a very aggressive play because you want to be closer to the tower. So I don't know if you knew it was the aggressive play. I don't think you knew it, but this should be the aggressive play there. And it's not really bad, but I still recommend to go for that building instead because you will see that we will have a funds gap that will grow bigger and bigger because I got that building faster and I will get both of my chain faster as well. So you will really see like I think we will have a good gap of money.
Yeah, those building chains are of utmost importance. I gotta make sure I'm paying attention to that. I still don't go for this building, which is insane. But
And here again,
again,
this is very aggressive because you want to be closer to the front. So I can understand your thought process. You're like, I want to get the further cities, and sometimes it can pay off, but you will sacrifice money. And there's one map in the current rotation that forces you into going for the further map, and this is one of the reasons why I truly hate this map because you just can't play the map otherwise, and I really don't like when map force you into something. Anyway, that's not the case right now. Going for the building in the back for extra money is very good in this map.
yeah, is the map you're talking about the one with it's like two properties and then there are two mountain tiles in between them?
Yeah,
And it's like a small one with a bunch of bridges and roads in the middle.
that map is awful.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know why they placed that damn map in the current rotation.
I've been destroying my opponents by denying them any captures in the middle because you could just literally send a tank straight from your base to attack the opponent's capturing infantry in one turn.
The
It's absurd.
the entire rotation right now is broken. I really hate it.
Yeah.
Usually
I think
I have 80 plus games because I got like 7 account and 2 account have max games. But because of this current rotation, I lost the will to play. So all of my account are like at 5 games. So instead of having 80 plus, I have like 30 something.
you might as well just have one account at that point.
Yeah, exactly. One account full blast.
Yeah. Map rotation definitely in a strategy game, it's important to get that right. So, I mean, it changes monthly, so
Yeah.
it's not that bad if
That's the worst month since I started a global league. I started like I think I started back in September or October, maybe November. I can't really remember, but I've met many rotation, and this one is just awful.
I still don't go for that property up here.
You
Let's
really don't want it. You're
okay.
like, I'm allergic. This will give me monkeypox.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was like, oh, I'll capture it eventually. Why go for it now? But that doesn't make any sense. I'm literally bleeding money for no reason.
Yeah.
Um, so do you want to take a wager here on what day do I start capturing this property?
I don't know, man. Maybe next turn.
Okay, whoever's closer wins. I predict day 7.
Really? You really don't capture it until day 7? Are you kidding me?
I mean, I'm just taking it a guess. If
Okay. Okay.
I don't remember how long it took me, but if I haven't captured it by day 4, it's not looking too good. All right, let's keep it moving. I get that. I get that.
Okay,
What? Too aggressive.
why that infantry there? That one
Uh,
should go here. Why did
yeah.
it there?
I agree. I guess I was thinking, oh, I better get that comm tower before my opponent does, because
You already got
I
this big boy there, and you got better infantry than me.
that's true. I don't know. I can't tell which comm tower is supposed to belong to which player. You know how like buildings are supposed to
In
go to
this
certain
map,
players?
it's too contested. You cannot tell.
Yeah. So
In this map, it doesn't belong to any player. It's right in the center.
right. So I figured it would be contested because you can get to it rather easily. You have units spawning from a base
Yeah,
pretty close to it. So I was like, "Ah, I guess I need to send some infantry down there to make sure he doesn't grab both the comm towers.
but you
Uh,
see that infantry there, I always send it here. By
yeah,
experience, I need a guy there able to capture these two, and these two are essential. And some people will try to steal yours if you are too slow, but I never fall for that. I always kill them when they try to do that stupid maneuver. But you need to get them fast, because first of all, they are money, and second, they are important because they are like in the center. It's very contested. These two are very contested. They they should belong to one of the two player, but because they are two tile there where you cannot attack with round, it's very contested because you can overwhelm your opponent and still that building without any trouble.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense. And I think later in the game, at some point, I realized that I should have gone for the center a lot earlier than I did.
Yeah.
Uh, but anyway, build more infantry. Um, I think that's all I could really afford. I don't know. I could have gotten a mech or a recon.
That's fine.
Recon is probably better than a mech, but
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm not a fan of the Recon opening, but I will try to implement it more often based on surprise effects. But even there, I recommend the tank opening. The tank opening is my favorite one, but I've seen many players doing otherwise, and sometimes it works.
yeah, I think I went for recon opening in the game I'm playing for Discord Cup. So hopefully it works out for me. Honestly, I haven't tried it yet, so
Yeah.
real ballsy maneuver. Tried it in the tournament for the first time. Oh, by the way, if I win that tournament game, guess who I play against?
Ooh.
Can't buy.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Good content if you cover it. Invite him on your
Yeah,
channel.
so
He is a great guy. I'm pretty sure he will be willing to go by.
yeah, I'm hoping. I'm definitely hoping I win so I can sort of
I
play
don't think
against him
this
and
will
have.
happen, but hey, a guy can hope, right?
Yeah, I mean, my opponent is 1100 rating in Global League, so I'm playing up a little for sure. But I don't know.
Kanpai was top 10 player for a while in
Yeah,
FUT.
I think he's 13. I'm losing to Kantbai for sure, but if I beat my current opponent, then I get to at least play against Kantbai. So also, I should say almost for sure. Here, gotta be careful. Okay, I built a recon here. Yeah,
That's fine.
I have a tank up on my weak side. Oh, you built yours on your weak side too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it makes sense to do that.
yeah. I agree with you on that. Now you will
Okay.
see the gap because next turn you will go to 11, so I will still be ahead of you. And this
Yeah,
shouldn't happen because I think you're player 2, so you had an
yeah,
extra infantry.
yeah. I was player two. Okay. All right. You make this first engagement, and you definitely have enough backup to support it. Um, so at this point, I'm wondering what I do, honestly. Oh, I go for the cap. So I don't know. It's
To be honest,
you
I
do
see
have
2 infantry. I don't go for the cap because I don't know what he has else, and I don't want to just lose an infantry to try getting the tower.
yeah. If I had seen this tank here, I probably would have
But
done the
even if you
same
only
thing.
see 2 infantry, that's a very bad idea to just throw an infantry there. Because even if you got better infantry than me, there's I risk I have other infantry. Even if I don't have a tank, maybe I have a recon, maybe I have another infantry closer. So whatever that will try to cap the building, there's a lot of chance that unit will die.
Um, yes, you're right. And I think my mentality was probably if you do take out this infantry, then I have two and a half other infantry to beat
Yeah.
your two that are damaged. And I can swing the recon over too. But you have a tank here, which invalidates everything. Um, and I should have suspected that you had a tank there. There was no reason for you not to have, really. So definitely a misplay by me. But that was where I was coming from a mentality
Oh,
perspective there.
very aggressive. Interesting. So maybe you
Yes.
will get the tower actually, but you will lose that recon, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I see the tank here and I'm like, all right.
No, recon chat.
Okay, so now here you also wait, one, two, three. Yeah, you also can take this out.
Yeah,
Um, but I would say this is probably
this is much better because you don't
yeah.
see any unit around. So that tower on top, that's the good call. That's really the tower
Mhm.
on bottom that is problematic for me.
Yeah, given what I see, it's this is a much better move
Yeah,
than this move. Given that I saw two infantry here,
yeah.
I swing the tank over. If you have a recon, you can see it. So maybe that was a bit
No, that's fine.
optimistic, but
At that point, there's not that many units, and you know I got a tank in the bottom, so maybe I may have a recon on top, but since you already see tank in the bottom, I will less likely have another tank in the top.
that's true.
Now we
Oh, and
can see
I
the gap, 13 to 11. Now you will rise to 12, but I mean,
oh,
I'm
yeah.
ahead of
No,
you.
I'm supposed to be ahead
Yeah,
or even, and I'm not, so that's not so great. I didn't put together that you don't see this in
yeah,
your vision, so actually it was a completely safe capture,
yeah.
and so good play by me. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. Um, you're getting your
Okay.
middle
Looking
properties.
back, maybe I should have taken an engagement from the forest on the recon, but my thought process is after moving that infantry there, I see you are getting the tower there, and I don't want you to have both tower. But looking back, I've won many game where my opponent thought having both tower means he won. So that's funny. Now, my thought process was damage this, but looking back, I think a much better move would be attacking the Recon, more value. Now, even if you get both towers, you're Sammy, so your direct unit are just a bit better. Now your infantry and mech are kinda broken, but that's something to expect from Sammy. So two towers with Sammy, it's not that bad, and you can come back from it. But looks like I did not want it to let you have these two towers. I understand, but that's not really a good play on my side.
Oh yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. The if you can retain, better more units or a better position by letting me have the towers for now, then later you
Yeah,
can go and take it.
yeah,
It's not a big deal. Remember, with two towers, Sammy becomes a one tower CO
yeah,
because her vehicles only do 90%.
yeah.
Uh,
Killing Raycon would mean you lost vision, and I would force you into having a new Raycon. That's another thing to think about.
oh yeah, that's true. You do end up taking out that infantry, of course. Here you move this guy back. I don't know. I never know what to do with my low HP infantry. You know,
So
I
there's
feel like
many
they.
things you can do. The first one, you hide them in a forest, hoping to trap something. Then you're proud and happy. That's the best day of your life and your infantry life. Now, option two is you try to retreat them to heal them. And this is what I was trying to do, and I moved him there because if I move him there, I have two options. Either I go there or I go there. And there's the third option. If I'm able to clear these two tile, I can send him back there and hide.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. I think vision is a good way to make value out of a low HP unit.
Yeah. And
And I've done
there's
that before. I think I've stuck some 1 HP infantry in mountains before.
there's another option. You try to damage something enough so your lower HP can deal more damage. So if for example I had something else here, I don't know, 3 HP and I had that 2 HP, I would try with my 3 to lower this one down, and with my 2 I would try to lower it down. Even if I may lose this one, at least yours is worst after I lost my units, and it's kind of the same value, so that's another play I like to do.
Yeah, but given what you said, moving it back to try to heal it makes sense what you did. All right, let's see what's going on here. Capture. Okay, that's an alright move. Here I go in the forest. Okay, day 7. I capture it. Would you look at that?
Now we are equal, we are even, but it's weird because you got that extra infantry, so this all goes back to your capture phase.
Yeah, my capture phase was definitely very weak this game for sure.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this and cringing at the plays I made, which is a good thing. That means I'm
You improve.
aware that I'm bad at least, and probably have improved. Take out that 2
Okay,
HP infantry.
I disagree with that. Here's the why. You got a 5 HP, I had a 2 HP. That 5 HP can maybe try to get another building or stay hidden in the forest to trap something. Now, by just throwing your 5 HP for a 2 HP, you just give me 5 HP. Well, I should say 3 HP because you took out a 2 HP. So it's kind of bad because now anything I have there can go and kill. So the best option, either you leave it there or you try to cap that. Now, if you fail capping that, at least you made me move around my units and you made me like attack there. And now I found another issue. That tank. Don't you see these two tanks?
Let me make sure that yeah, both of them are in my vision. No excuses. This
You had
was
a
very
recon there.
it was very poor tactical play on my part, I
Yeah.
think.
And
Like, yeah.
there's no tank in the background to overlap. And there's another huge mistake here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this
Mhm.
goes back again to this map I truly hate from the bottom of my heart. This map that should not exist. Everything is really nearby. Everything is in tank range. What I mean by there is it's really hard to play around on these tile here because it's 2 turn away from the base. And if you go too close, it's overextension. Overextension. You're too close. You're too close from my base. In other maps, it would take 3 turns to reach the battlefield with tanks, but here it takes 1. You see, in 1 turn I'm able to reach here, have some vision, take some engagement if there are units there. 2, to be sure I can take on units here, but everything is really compact. The map feels big, but it's not. It's a very small map, and it's kind of bad.
Yeah,
So,
you're right. You know, it's tall, so you think it's big, but like
everything,
really it's just like two maps stacked on top of each other.
yeah, exactly. And it's really small when you think about it. So,
Hmm.
you can keep going.
Yes, I may. All right, so oh, where'd my mouse go? Okay, here it is. Oh, you're capping stuff. All right, gotcha. All right, you take this out, I imagine. You take that guy out. You start capping the airport. Get a first strike on that. You take out that infantry. Ugh, I already feel like I'm losing this right now. Honestly, um, this down here is very. I would have to aggressively build stuff from these two bases to
Yeah,
recover from.
yeah.
And I really should have been in the first place now that I know that, oh, if you just take this base, um, you're in a much better spot. But uh, yeah, this down here, I'm definitely down here. Uh, yeah, I'm probably down here. I'm not going to say definitely, but I have to make some good plays. Oh, never mind. I'm down here too. You hadn't moved yet. All right, you build an anti-air, which is smart. I mean, if I had
You were
captured this
really
airport,
slow to get that airport. I really don't know why, but usually at that time, people are done capping the airport, and some player open with battlecopters, but it's rare. I just want to make sure I already have the unit, and that anti-air is also because you are Sammy, and I don't know if you will risk your life with mix spam. So far, I haven't seen any mix, but I don't want to take any chance. Once I fought that Sammy player, I thought it was kind of bad, and then I realized he had a huge wall of mix. I had a good laugh, and then I realized it was bad.
yeah. I don't know why I'm taking engagements here. Um, I do start capturing that airport, which I'm sort of surprised by, to be honest. I feel like it's in my blood to go for this
Okay,
property or something
okay,
instead.
okay. That recon in the bottom.
Oh yeah, the one I
You
just committed a
see
war
two
crime with.
tanks. You see two tanks. Why do you stick there? Do you want to die, recon?
By the way, I'm attempting a capture yet again.
Oh my, that game, bruh.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now, and I'm like, my play is extremely weak this game. I don't know. I feel like in other games we've gone over, I can sort of defend some of my decisions
That right now, that's clearly
somewhat.
the worst game we played.
Yeah, like I can defend my play somewhat normally, or there are a couple of things that I like will make jokes about. Aha, obviously this is bad, but overall, I can see where I was coming from. This game is just a disaster. Okay, all right. Build an artillery, which is pretty reasonable given the amount of money you had left.
And not just that. At some point, you need some indirect air, and indirect are to pressure the base and overwhelm your opponent. You block that tile, and then you just shoot him with indirect. That's the point. Like, at some point, you need an artillery or a rocket or double artillery. That's another really strong option. You cannot overwhelm that base with only tanks and medium tanks. You need indirect if you want the base.
Yeah, I saw a video D just did about a game on this map, and there was artillery like across this river on both sides,
Yeah.
and that totally makes sense why you would want to do that. Okay. Okay, I guess I needed vision of something, but I don't know what.
What this
Wait,
tank is
I
doing?
need to see this again. Wait,
What
what
are
was
you
it?
doing, tank? Are you drunk?
Did I misclick here? I'm honestly not sure.
Maybe
Maybe
you
I was
were
trying to
like,
see if you
maybe I should
had more
shoot that
stuff.
infantry. Maybe you were thinking about shooting my infantry. Then you realize maybe there's too much ship damage and you may lose your tank.
I don't know. Maybe okay. So my only idea is I was like, I need to get this tank in this forest tile because it has 10 HP.
Yeah,
So I need to get rid of this, and it only has 1 HP left, so it's not going to last very long. Might as well get some vision on my way out
yeah.
of the surrounding area. So I move it 2 tiles up. I don't know. That's my only idea. But I do attack that tank. And I kill that tank.
But now you
So,
look at the gap. I have 2k more at the start of my turn.
yeah. And you're about to capture,
Yeah.
like, a billion buildings, so.
Okay.
Oh, the fact that you can't
Question.
go on this tile is wild, by the way.
Why
But,
this building instead of this one?
uh... That's a great question. I had an idea, but then I was like, no, that's stupid. I was like, maybe I thought you were going to go over and like
It's
you could have attacked
suicidal.
it or something. Yeah, I don't know. I have no good answer for you.
Oh,
So, sorry.
and now the other question: why the artery like that? I am wondering if that artillery wants to die.
I mean, I guess. Okay, this is my vision right now, right?
Yeah.
So the way I'm seeing it is, you actually the only way to attack that artillery. Actually, you can very easily get to it with the.
Yeah.
You can only get to it with the 8 HP tank, at least. that's that's my only You can't get at it with the 10 HP tank.
Yeah.
But yes, this is very breakable. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think I moved this infantry here or something too. Oh, that is even worse.
It's actually
Because
fine.
now you actually can get to it with the 10 HP tank inside a forest and just blast me away. Oh, okay. I can answer your question now, by the way. So the reason I moved this was to move my recon back as to a
No,
spot
no,
where
no,
feel.
it's wrong. It's wrong. No, 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 don't. Just don't. Don't.
Okay, wait. So what I should have done probably was just slide it in here. I
Yeah.
mean, the recon, I'm not expecting to be involved in battles much as
Like,
is, so
alien
I don't need to heal
vehicles
it.
is fine, but don't sacrifice your tank in the process, which is what you
Yeah,
exactly did. At least you had a somewhat good reason, I guess.
yeah. I had a reason. It wasn't a
Yeah,
good one, but
yeah.
um,
So
okay. You're
now I understand why you resigned that fast. I was actually shocked, but now I understand.
Yeah, yeah, no, nothing was going my way, and I don't know. As I said at the beginning of this, I feel like this map is just bad juju for me. I don't
Yeah,
know.
this
Nothing
map
seems
is
to go
awful.
right for me when I play on this.
This map is awful.
Yeah. Well, even if a map is bad, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad for me. This map is both.
Yeah,
Okay, and you are just now. I'm actually surprised that the is the unit count like not updated.
I think it's not.
Okay, because I'm very shocked. Okay, yes, I
Now
am.
it's updated.
Now it seems about correct.
So now we can already see some cracks. 21 to 16. It's not lost yet, but it's kind of bad for Sammy because Sammy wants the most unit on the board, and right now
Right.
it's not the case.
Also behind on income,
By a lot.
um, and unit value by a lot.
Yeah, a full turn. But now
Well,
that was a
actually,
good turn. You just did a really good turn.
yeah, it took out a few units, but it's not going to save me from this prison I built. What was I doing? Actually, I don't even think this is like
these
that awful.
these infantry want to die.
Yeah, at least they're meat shielding my 3 soon to be 5 HP artillery.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I end up with 20 units. But given how this map usually goes, where I'm whooshing over to this side and you're whooshing over to this side, and then we end up playing a game from there. You are instead sort of pushing on both the top and bottom,
Yeah.
which shouldn't have. Like, I have twice as many bases as you here, and yet somehow you're pushing me back with units that you made from one base. How is this? How is this adding up?
Is it physics? All physics works in this world.
Yeah, this is a no bueno. You know it's great when an anti-air attacks your tank, and it's a good move. Oh, here you move back? Whoa.
I don't want to overextend because I see your tank and I expect another tank getting repairs. But I want to kill that artillery, so.
Okay. I'm still working on my captures. Okay, at least I took out a unit.
Exactly what I wanted. Say aye to artillery, chat.
Yeah. I don't think I saw it last
I placed
yeah.
myself out of reach of your vision.
Yeah. So that was a good move on your part. I fell for your trap.
That record survived the first strike.
Yeah, wait, what is the damage calc for that? I actually don't know.
90
Hold on.
to 100.
What CO
Your
are you?
Sammy, it's actually 80 to 90 because you're Sammy. So you actually add eye roll.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I don't know if that should make me feel worse or better.
Yeah,
but
it's better against recon. See?
wait, did I do this right? Is that true?
Yeah.
76 to 85? That was a
Yeah.
big time high roll. Wow. Okay.
I had ship damage.
Okay. How do I still have 21 units to your 20? I guess I have a lot in the middle compared to... not really. I don't know. I don't know. These unit counts don't really seem to match up to how the position actually is going. I did not mean to skip the whole turn. Hold on. Let's
You
let's
have an
watch
air
this.
unit and I don't.
That's true. That's a good point.
And the other reason you went... Actually, we both went, so never mind. You got that extra infantry.
True. Okay, so now I'm like
It's really bad.
thinking, yeah, it's atrocious. Hey, I'm equal in income to you again. Haha, I took out an anti-air with my battlecopter. Very funny. Here I charge in, guns blazing, risking it all for nothing. I mean, not for nothing, but okay, actually, low-key, I think I'm mounting a little something over on this half of the battlefield.
Yeah, you actually got
obviously, it's not going to be enough.
You got
but,
a good dead ball in the bottom.
Yeah. Well, it's easy when you have twice as many bases as your opponent to build from on that side.
Agreed.
and you have something similar going on, except you have advanced farther
Yeah.
already. You activate your super. Um,
And now I laugh, and I know I won.
yeah, you definitely like. I saw this on my turn, and I was like, all right, we'll play this out for a couple turns, but I'm pretty sure there's not much I can do. Also, I think I don't know if this was intentional or not, but you seem to leave things in a state where I can't take advantage of Victory March at all.
Exactly.
All your buildings are occupied that I can access.
And I targeted a lot of your infantry as well.
Yep. I think I'm like contemplating to myself whether I go for the Victory March and grab that comm tower, but I decide against it.
Victory March for one con tower, it's not a good victory march.
No, yes, I definitely agree.
If all you can do with your victory march is stealing one con tower, you lost.
Yeah. Now here, I'm like, oh, I got air units pumping out against tanks and an
That's
artillery.
awful. Don't
Maybe.
do that. Target the artillery. Always the artillery.
Yes. Yeah. That was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I might have been able to survive for another couple turns if I just went
Yeah.
for the artillery first.
Yeah.
Because this is a choke point, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
So big time blunder. Now you what do you call this? You occupy my base, or
I
what
lock
is the
your
term for
base.
this?
I block your base. I lock your base.
Yeah, you blocked my base. And now this is where you start crying. Oh, dude, the fact that you actually prevented this capture.
I go all in with the bomber because I know I won.
Yeah, when I see a bomber that I'm not expecting, usually that's a bad sign. When I'm expecting a bomber, it's like, okay, I'll be able to deal with this. But yeah, here I activate Victory March for some reason. And I take the take the comm tower and I take out a unit and then I resign. So actually looking at the kill death ratio is actually not as overwhelmingly bad as I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be. But if you look at the position of all the units, yeah, this is not great. So what did we learn today? I learned. I guess I didn't learn to improve my capture game.
This map is trash, and
That's something I learned. Yes.
capture game is important.
Yeah, yeah. I think when this game happened, we had done one replay commentary, so I should have
Yeah.
known to.
Yeah.
I feel like I had the right advice, but for some reason, I just did not play well at all. I also had a couple of instances of leaving my units in vulnerable positions for no reason, so
Yeah.
maybe not doing that is a good idea.
Don't trade a 5 HP for a 2 HP.
Oh yeah, yeah. So all sorts of blunders here, all sorts of fun little tactical errors that no player should ever make, and
Is
yeah,
there anything
not my finest showing. What was that?
Is there anything you would like to add?
Anything I'd like to add? Not in particular that I can think of, other than can't buy. I'm coming for you. I am going to beat my opponent in this tournament, and then I'm going to play against you and make you think a little bit. All right, that's my goal. My goal is not even to win; it's just to make you think.
Okay, thank you very much for coming. It's fun as usual. I like having you around. You're a good guest. Like most of my guests, it was a good time. Thank you very much.
Yep. Thanks for having me. I appreciate that you're always reaching out and willing to collaborate.
Yeah, I started YouTube for collabs. That's why I started YouTube. So if I don't do any, I don't do YouTube.
Right? Yeah. No, that's good. And
So
I
I
see
hope,
you're fostering a community. You got your Discord, which you should plug right now.
yeah, it's on the description of all of the streams. But
Yep.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Uh, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to go take a look to Jakester channel. It's on the description below. You can basically plug your stuff and your future project on your channel.
Yeah, I have a. I think tomorrow I'm gonna record a video about geometry, which is not gaming or advanced wars related. So maybe not up your cup of tea, but that's okay. If you have any interest at all, check it out.
And you also got a two Advance Wars video already uploaded.
Yes, that's true. I have one about a CO tier list that I made before I really even played anyone online. So it's not perfect, but kind of expresses some thoughts about all the COs that will be in the 1+2 reboot camp. And it's a slightly different metagame too, because the dual strike COs aren't in that. Um, and then the other video I have is about changes that I would like to see in the remakes. Minor ones, not like balance changes, but stuff like UI improvements and more input options and online modes, things like that. So if either of those things sound interesting, watch those videos. My videos are known to go a little bit long, but hopefully you're okay with that. You can listen on 2 times speed if you want. I won't be offended.
So thank you again for coming. Everyone, have a great night or day. See you next time for more.
Take care.